they work, and it was some crazy work. And just with him and Devin working, it was crazy entertaining work at that particular time.
Nah, he just keeps saying my name to the public. This is the fight that people want to see. My fan base, they want to see this fight. I put the fight together. Now people getting to see what I done been saying from the jump. Like I'm that guy. I'm that good. None of these fighters could beat me. And if you sign up to fight me, go.
Floyd Mayweather speaks out as work in the gym unfolded, with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney displaying comparable class, firing hard shots, and returning fire with equal sharpness from bell to bell. Floyd Mayweather reflected on Devin Haney sharing the ring with Shakur Stevenson and described the work as intense and high level. He praised the ability, sharpness, and overall performance both fighters displayed during the session.
He can do crazy numbers. It's going to be hard to break my record because you have so many people stealing. You know, so many people stealing.
Streaming, yeah.
Yeah, streaming. It's still stealing. If they're not paying for it, they're getting it free.
Tension rose when Floyd directed sharp criticism at Bill Haney, arguing that Devin's reputation for dominance in sparring had not translated into the same level of proof under the bright lights on fight night.
Sparring shit, you beat niggas up in sparring. I didn't watch you beat niggas up. And when my son got down on you, you dig what I'm saying? You act like you tell us.
Bill,
no, you tell us. No, you
Bill. If your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations. Congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym.
That's not it.
I'm under the lifetime fighter.
Shakur Stevenson sided with Floyd Mayweather's critique of Devin Haney, signaling that he isn't afraid to address the drama and disputes surrounding controversial fight arrangements. He agreed with Floyd's point that Haney's approach overlooked the bigger picture and the sport's hierarchy, making it clear that he is paying close attention and won't remain silent on issues affecting boxing's integrity. Stevenson has also clarified that any potential fight at 147 pounds would include strict post-weigh-in weight limits.
I'm coming in with rehydration clause. I don't even do that. Yeah. But why am I going up to these guys' weight classes if I'm not planning on going there? So any of y'all want to fight me at 147?
Yeah, rehydration.
10 pounds.
10-pound rehydration. Like the IBF rule, basically.
You got to understand, that means on fight night, when we get in the ring, they're going to be 157, maybe 158.
Max.
No bigger than 160 that night.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
So if we could get it like, all right, like the IBF rule, 10-pound rehydration.
Yes, but think about it. If there's no rehydration clause, these guys gonna give it up to 170 pounds.
Yeah, 175.
I'm in the 140s on fight night.
Yeah.
So if I'm 140, they 170. Bro, what am I in here wrestling around with these?
Right.
Come on, bro.
Shakur also made it known he was ready for any opponent willing to step up.
Shakur also made it known he was ready for any opponent willing to step up, signaling that no contender in the sport would be turned away.
The public, this is a fight that people want to see. My fan base, they want to see this fight. I put the fight together. 2 days before the fight, now he's sick. He poisoned, somebody massaged him and did something to him. I don't know, all this shit that he kept talking about, but I'm just like showing y'all like what type of person I am. I be bugging but I know my wrongs. Like I understand, that's why now I gotta like understand it's a business and not just get talked into doing things when it come down to like the public.
Confidence radiated from Shakur as he made it clear he believed the entire field fell short of his level, while still leaving the door open for anyone brave enough to step forward and attempt to prove him wrong.
Picasso performance, that this was a Floyd Mayweather-esque performance. What do you take when you hear those comparisons?
It's good to hear. It's good to hear because a lot of people don't realize how great I am. I've been told them this. It's like you got to keep saying it over and over, and it's like, as I'm saying, it's like I'm wasting my breath because it's like people like, no, you know, oh, fight this guy. Oh, you won't do this to Teofimo Lopez. You won't da-da-da-da. It's a video of like me and when me and Cameron was going back and forth. He said something like, "Oh, take yourself up to 140 and fight Teofimo Lopez so he can knock your head off." And now it was like I did it, and like I said, now people getting to see what I done been saying from the the jump. Like I'm that guy. I'm that good. None of these fighters could beat me. And if you sign up to fight me, good luck.
Mickey Bay offered a measured take on a potential Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney fight, focusing on practical advantages rather than hype. He noted that Haney could move up in weight comfortably and handle the big stage pressure thanks to his experience. Bay pointed out that size is the main factor Devin might have to navigate since Shakur is naturally smaller but extremely fast and precise. Music, that speed, Bay explained, could actually play into Haney's favor, as smaller fighters often depend more on movement than raw power.
So it's like maybe something that Devin can definitely go out up there with ease, only need to deal with the size, but he's probably gonna have the speed advantage because he's a smaller guy coming up. So, I mean, you tell me, do you feel like that's gonna be harder than the Lomachenko fight?
No. I think Loma probably be his hardest top 2 or 3 fights in his whole career. I could predict that even going to the end, to say if Devin fight 8, 9, 10 more years, that'd be one of his top 2 or 3 hardest fights because the age that he fought him. Loma was at his very peak. He was at his peak. He was older. He was right there at his top peak.
Dan Rafael broke down Shakur Stevenson's performance by emphasizing the sharp technical edge and control he displayed throughout the fight. From the opening moments, it was apparent that Stevenson dictated the pace, music, and rhythm, steadily separating himself from his opponent. What some anticipated to be a tight competitive contest instead unfolded as a clear showcase of superiority, with Stevenson excelling in every phase. His clean offense, disciplined defense, constant movement, and authoritative music jab combined to create a performance that left little ambiguity about who was in charge from start to finish.
In my mind, I always felt like Shakur was going to win, and it was going to probably be a pretty comprehensive decision. But in my mind, I'm thinking it's going to be, maybe it'll be 8-4, maybe it'll be 9-3, maybe the rounds will be somewhat competitive, but Shakur will win them because he's, as I said at the time, I felt like in every department he was probably a little better than Teofimo, except maybe for the pure punching power. But I thought that was negated because I don't think that either one of them is a big puncher at 140 pounds. But it turned out that the rounds weren't even competitive. So, you can have a fight where the score could be, that wide, but you look at each individual segment of the fight and you're like, okay, there was competition. This wasn't like that. This was Shakur easily winning.
Rafael highlighted Stevenson's remarkable composure, noting that even when his opponent tried to mount a comeback, Shakur remained in full control music, through precise punches and smart ring positioning. He pointed out that traditional notions of power were largely irrelevant as Stevenson neutralized threats while landing clean, decisive shots and limiting his opponent's opportunities. Breakdown underscored how Stevenson combined timing, accuracy, and ring IQ to dominate without relying solely on brute strength. Rafael concluded that the performance was more than a win. It was a statement demonstrating preparation, strategy, and technical mastery that solidified Stevenson's standing as one of the division's most skilled and accomplished fighters.
That, it wasn't even close. There was never a moment other than that 1 or 2 rounds where you had to even think about who was the winner, because it's so very clear that Shakur was doing it on offense, doing it on defense, with movement, with his jab was spectacular. He actually, to me, the conventional wisdom is he's the bigger puncher, Teofimo, than Shakur. No, he wasn't. Teofimo never landed a telling shot the whole freaking fight, and he never had shown any kind of serious punching power at 140 since he arrived in the division, other than the first bout in the division where he scored a knockout over a journeyman opponent.
The way I watched it, I was just like, not in awe, but when you're watching something and go, I think the consensus was that Shakur would outbox, and I think people get confused when we say to outbox the opponent. It's meant people associate with back foot move.
No. Bernie Thaw, a boxer, also looked at a possible meeting between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney and focused on what Shakur had already built in the sport. He pointed to a championship run that stretched across 4 divisions, along with lineal honors and multiple Ring magazine titles, describing a resume shaped by consistency and control at the highest level. In his view, those achievements underlined more than talent. They showed a fighter who adjusted to different styles, managed new challenges, and still found ways to win. That track record, Bernie explained, made Stevenson a difficult puzzle for any opponent placed across from him.